As you guys might remember, that Andrew Tate sent me a cease and desist about calling him a human trafficker. He said that it was defamatory to call Andrew Tate a human trafficker. And I just thought that was so interesting that Andrew Tate, the human trafficker, got arrested for human trafficking. I said, and that's why I call him Andrew the human trafficker. He sent me a cease and desist, threatening to sue me for defamation for saying he's a human trafficker. But what else am I supposed to call someone that buys and sells human beings against their will? Andrew Tate, the human trafficker. What am I supposed to call him? He said it vehemently. I showed some excerpts from his cease and desist too. He goes, let's see. Request to cease and desist all defamation. If you're represented by legal counsel, I am. The law firm represents Mr. Andrew Tate. It is brought to our attention that the Twitter user, me, you are hereby notified to cease and desist all further unlawful defamation, slander, or libel. Your client is sitting in a prison cell for human trafficking. This is going to hurt your credibility. This might actually hurt your case against me. Just saying. He also says, he included this tweet he did not like, where I said, it was so brave of Tucker Carlson to have a sex trafficking, violent, misogynist rapist on. He did not like that one. In fact, he said that I should remove it. He even quote tweeted some things. This is stuff he definitely doesn't like me saying about him. He said, we talked a lot about Cobra Tate. We had some internal dialogue about what is the best way to represent one who's a known trafficker, a violent woman beating freak. Et cetera, et cetera. A lot of the stuff he didn't like me saying about him. But it turns out that, truth is the best defense to to defamation. This was actually somewhat of a recent update. This is a translation from the Romanian Directorate for the Investigation of Organized Crime. It accuses Tate of using the lover boy method of recruitment and coercion to traffic women into sex work. So here is the official press release. Here's a translation. Let it be known how many people are still defending Andrew Tate. And what's interesting is, when I was talking to Bradley Martin, he was like, I'm a fan of Andrew. But when I talked to him about certain stuff, he's like, oh, I didn't know that. But it's like, I guess because Andrew's like nice to them, or he's funny, right? He is funny. He gets them lots of views. And so they're really looking past a lot. Read this. In the case, it was noted that at the beginning of 2021, 4 suspects, 2 British citizens and 2 Romanian citizens, constituted an organized criminal group with a view to commit crimes on the territory of Romania, but also of other countries such as the United States of America and Great Britain, of the crime of human trafficking. Victims were recruited by British citizens by misrepresenting their intentions to enter into a marriage, cohabitation relationship, and the existence of genuine feelings of love. They were later transported and housed in buildings in Ilfov County, where by exercising acts of physical violence and mental coercion through intimidation, constant surveillance, control, and invoking alleged debts. They were sexually exploited by group members by forcing them to perform demonstrations of pornographic for the purpose of producing and disseminating material of such a nature through social media platforms and by submitting to the execution of a work in a forced manner in order to obtain important financial benefits consisting of the sum of money obtained as a result of accessing the material by users. So far, 6 people, there's 6 victims have been identified. I mean, this is fucking bad shit. And like, you have someone like Adin Ross who's gone like full simping for him. I guess because it gets him views, but like, Adin, you gotta read this. Like, this is the guy you're writing for? Like, what the fuck, dude? This man is a fucking violent human trafficking freak. Adin can't read. That might be part of the problem. I mean, look what he's done here. This is so embarrassing. He, in solidarity with Andrew Tate, shaves his head and I guess gets like a chair similar to his. I guess I gotta find him on social media. Let's see. But dude, these people don't know what. Like, look at this. I'm assuming he doesn't know this stuff, but it's right there. It's easy to find. But it gets some attention, right? This has 236,000 likes. And apparently 22 million views, whatever the fuck that means, on Twitter. But, like, people don't understand. Adin was groomed. Maybe Adin's a victim of the lover boy technique. Is it possible that Adin's about to become a cam boy for Andrew? Or maybe he already is on Twitch. I wonder if he's paying Tate. Yeah, people say it's all allegations. That's what Bradley told me. And I said, well, he's being accused of things he's literally admit to. So I don't understand what you mean by it's just allegations. But it sounds to me like, this is so embarrassing, dude. Like, what are you doing? Hassan said, becoming a monk for inceldom is wild. It is wild. Like, what I want to say is, like, basically just to quote tweet with that press release. But it's like, what's the point? I've come to this understand. I don't need to fight every fucking battle. You know what I mean? Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna fucking care, you know? I just want him to know, like, dude, here it is. And then, you know, like, I saw, or again, Bradley goes, it's just allegations. I go, no, this was found on his website. My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, see if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me, to where she'd do anything I say. Like, he literally just said, I'm a human trafficker on his website. It's so weird that people are supporting him. It's just so fucking mind-bending. Well, when I was talking to Bradley, he's like, let's start this conversation by saying that I don't support human trafficking. I says, okay, good. Because I need to know either you think human trafficking isn't that bad or you think Tate is innocent. So I did find out that he does not like human trafficking. So that's a good place to start. But I sent this to Bradley. I texted this to him after our show. And he was shocked by it, right? So I don't know. I don't know if people are not seeing it or what. And apparently Andrew's still tweeting too. He has lackeys outside of prison. It's like such victim shit. They plot and plan, and Allah too plans. But the best of planners is Allah. Okay, man. Let's see about that. Let's see how good Allah's plan is for you.
Fantastic lives. I want you to. Number one goal I have is for all of my fans to live fantastic lives. I want you to be strong. I want you to have a woman who loves you. I want you to be happy. I want you to live a fantastic life. I want you to be rich. And I want you to say, I'm a Tate fan. I listen to Tate. This is how I got here. If you listen to the other people on the internet.
Oh no, he hit me. Oh shit. How did I get... It's interesting that I got wrangled in with Logan. That's like a huge variety of different creators. Don't listen to Logan, Ethan, KSI. That's a lot of different perspectives you're dismissing here.
If you listen to the other people on the internet, they're not going to give you those things. I want my fans to be winning, so you have a choice. You can either be a Tate fan and be winning, or you can be a fan of the Matrix and be depressed and sad like everybody else. Number one.
Bro, you fucking lemmings. You literally are paying this man to tell you dime a dozen self-help shit. Are you still paying for Hustler University? Because this man's going to be in jail for at least 30 days. So, is class in session or not? Is class in session, yes or no? I just want to know, am I going to get a refund for this month's Hustler University? It's so wild. Yeah, so he asked, Bradley asked me if I think Tate is going to go down for this one, and I actually do. Because, first of all, a judge issued an order to not allow him out on bail for 30 days. And as I understand it, there's a pretty high mark. That's just the detention, right? While they decide how they want to prosecute him. So it's not just 30 days. It's just means there's no bail, essentially. And so to order that 30-day detention is a pretty high bar of evidence that a judge needs to see. And we've got 6 victims. We have a serious investigation that's identified him and four accomplices. So in my opinion, this man is about to go to jail for a long time. You know? And that's fucking awesome, by the way. Not awesome that he's trafficked women. A lot of them. You see, there's some other stuff I like too. It was Tate related. Oh, you guys want to watch? This is really good. Let's watch the Meat Canyon.